Hey guys, just finished watching Iron Fist season 1, episode 9, the Mistress of Agony, of all agony. This episode was pretty interesting. I mean, they went last episode. They got Chang, the girl, and it was definitely interesting to see how they dealt with it, Madame Gao and stuff, and how they had her and Colleen getting poisoned and stuff. And it was definitely interesting to see where things went with that, and then seeing him use his chi to kind of heal her. That was pretty cool seeing that. And I definitely can't wait to see where things go with this. And I knew there was something about Colleen Wing, but they were not telling. She wasn't telling Danny, so it's gonna be interesting to see where things go with that. And next episode coming up, but. So it's gonna be fun to see where that goes. And I definitely like where things are heading right now. It was just cool seeing. I can't wait to see how we deal with next episode. Are we going to stay with Claire? Are we going to stay with Danny and Colleen, who's gone off wherever? But there was one thing that was really annoying. That guy in the who took over the that shop there. Who took over the fry truck or something like that, making these shurikens out of tinfoil. I mean, really? That makes no sense that these tinfoil shurikens can stick into the metal. That is so retarded. Like whose idea was that to make that? I mean, it's not like he... I don't know, wow, it just doesn't make sense. Now, maybe I could see someone believing it if we saw him use something like the Iron Fist in his chi, and like if Danny did it, and with both his hands on glowing, and he forged them into things, maybe. But even then, that would still be kind of cheesy. Just him folding these things into, oh wow, was that bad? It was terrible. I just don't know what the point of it is, and hopefully it doesn't do anything, because like, why would someone make shurikens out of tinfoil? It's like, may as well make it out of paper. It's just garbage. Wow, that's stupid. That was a stupid thing. That really just brought me out of the episode and just went, holy crap, that's garbage. That's whoever's idea was that needs to be fired, because that was stupid. But getting to the big twists and turns and stuff with Harold coming back to life, and Joy finally seeing her father and stuff, and seeing how that's going to go on, and then hearing Ward talking to the Hatchet Men guys, and finding out that every time he comes back to life, his father it's going to be crazier and crazier until eventually he's just going to be unstoppable crazy and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see where things go with that, and how now that he's going to jail and stuff like that. I think it's going to be interesting to see how, no one's going to believe him other than maybe Danny or something. So it's going to be interesting to see. I guess Danny's going to have to obviously fight Harold, and it's going to see where that goes with that, and how is he going to kill him permanently, Is the Iron Fist the only thing that can kill him permanently? That's going to be interesting to see where that goes. Or is Harold going to lead into the Defenders? I think hopefully not. But it's going to be interesting to see where things go with Joy and stuff like that, and how she continues on. Hopefully she survives this. But I could see her probably dying throughout this thing to really have him to fight for. I mean, also with Colleen Wing, when the poison, it was kind of there. I didn't feel like there was much, like, oh, is she going to die or not? Because pretty sure I know she's going to be in the Defenders, so I think it was even set photos of her with the whole Defenders, and she's been seen, she is part of the Defenders, so I think it's going to be fun to see her in that, and that's why there's no kind of like, oh, she's going to die in this thing. So overall, this episode was kind of interesting, somewhat, especially I didn't see the Harold coming back. I didn't see that happening. But it definitely makes you to see where things go with that, and it kind of gives me ideas. Is that's what Elektra is from Daredevil season 2. She was the Black Sky, or she is a Black Sky, and she's so is she unkillable too? Is she gonna come back? I mean, the end of Daredevil season 2 kind of hinted at they were going to bring her back. So now is she going to become one of these killing machines and these, unkillable things, just like Harold is, That's going to be interesting to see where that goes with that, and how things continue on from here. And then also, is Harold going to tell Joy that, Ward killed him the second time and all that stuff? That's going to be interesting to see where that goes. I don't think so, but it's going to be interesting to see where that goes. Also, it was pretty cool. I think I'm not forget if it was this episode or an episode ago when Joy mentioned that she hired a private eye. I wish she would have just name dropped Jessica Jones. I don't know why they didn't name drop Jessica Jones. It would have been kind of silly, which just kind of hinted at it. Her, and she said it's like, it's Jessica Jones, but without saying it. But it was just like, why not just say it? God, it would have been interesting to see. Maybe they could have somehow had some of those photos be kind of, I don't know. It just would have been interesting if they should just name drop Jessica Jones. So it's going to be interesting to see where things continue on from here. I kind of like it so far as things continue on. But then again, still not enough Iron Fist, not enough of his fist and stuff. But it's pretty interesting to see where things go on from here and how things kind of unfold and kind of build up to the Defenders and stuff as we continue on from here. So definitely was an interesting episode. But those throwing stars, this thing, that was just retarded. That was like, oh my God, that was stupid. Whoever's idea was that, and it's like, oh yeah, that'll fly. That makes sense, So it's interesting to see where that guy continues on, and if he's part of the hand, part of something or something like that. And then it was kind of interesting. It was kind of weird when Madame Gao and like the men were dropping in through the building with the holes and stuff, and they were military guys, and Iron Fist just took them all out, and it's like, well, they're the hand, are they not? Like they're supposed to be give him fight, and stuff like that. So it was kind of weird, and even one of them, someone even said, I think it was Claire, who even said, oh, they're just military or something like that, and it's like, well, then who are they, and why are they there, if they're just police or something like that, then why are they there? She just said that line, and then just kind of nothing came out of it. It was just kind of like, okay. So are they connected to, was it actually Colleen's sensei's guys and not Madame Gao's guys? And then Madame Gao talking to, Claire Temple and threatening her mother. Is the death of her mother, is that what's going to make Claire bring all the Defenders guys together because of her mother and stuff like that, and that's what's going to make it go? Or maybe they threaten her mother and actually injure her mother, but don't actually kill her, and that's when she kind of brings all the Defenders guys together, something like that. I don't know. That's going to be interesting to see where things go with that, and see where she does some how things continue on. Hopefully, I'd like to see if we end up seeing the rest of the Defender characters in the end of this episode. Maybe like literally we see them picking up the phone or something like that. Just a scene of that. Since this, if I'm not mistaken, this show did end filming like a week before this show ended filming, a week before the Defender started filming. So there was like not much time in there. So the actors could have been on set ready for the Defenders while they were filming the last episode of this. So hopefully, but we'll have to wait and see where things go with this. But definitely is interesting to see where things go. So there was a few things in this episode that were just kind of like the shurikens. Oh my God, those, just drives me crazy. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys, about this episode in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.